in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. His first carry, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Trued up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Back to Taylor on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Colts at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Taylor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan now off the bootleg. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On play action, Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal. Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game. I like that. That's what let's go and put in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometime. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit. It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together. Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 7-7, our score after 1. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. his hands quickly to Pittman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
First down catch from Michael Pittman Jr., and he really played like the guy the Colts thought that they were drafting in 2020 in the second round. How about 88 catches, 1,082 yards, 6 touchdowns, all were more than double than what he posted as a rookie.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. That ball caught by Campbell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? To throw is Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Go! 54,
now Ryan. Touchdown! Kylan Branson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard. I know everybody's going to scream at the offense, but let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win it?
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Left side, he finds Pierce. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up. 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action now. Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Again, Ryan. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. That one finds Pierce right side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Ryan to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. On the draw is Taylor. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence will throw. This complete to Jones. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They go play action with Lawrence. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Lawrence. Jones has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On play action, Lawrence. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Robinson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Robinson will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 62 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They run once more with Taylor. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now Ryan on first down. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hines. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ready, break.
On 2nd down and 4, Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Gets around him. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead. Pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Back to Taylor on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They go play action with Ryan. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking end zone for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Play action. Ryan. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Ryan. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw is Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
21!
They'll try and run. Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now, they went draw play there on 3rd down around the goal line. Something you normally like to see, Charles?
Oftentimes, people are prepared for a pass in this situation, so the draw is a good call, but it's better when you usually have a lead blocker. If you don't have a fullback, you can use your H-back to pull in front. Sometimes you pull a guard to get out in front. Maybe it's your tight end, but they find a way to create a little bit of extra space. A bit of a surprise down near the goal line, but it was effective in this situation.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From way up at the 23. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And that is incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, Tuesday. 58.
Here's Ryan. And this one is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Ryan to throw. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A fun, close